Michigan's coronavirus numbers have been trending downward, but according to the state, a backlog in tests from yesterday is giving us higher than normal numbers today. With that being said, the number of new cases over the past 2 days is almost 2,800, which averages out to about 1,400 per day. The positivity rate in the state is at 3%. 50 more people have died from the virus. If your blood pressure shot up during the pandemic, you're not alone.
Researchers found an increased risk in both men and women. Fox News' Ingrid Kelly reports.
The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic continues to grow.
Because in my office, I'm seeing so many more people coming in, particularly women, for high blood pressure.
I'm a nurse and I check my own blood pressure, and I noticed that it did rise.
New research shows Mark Glover is part of a growing number of men and women in the U.S. who have experienced hypertension or high blood pressure during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Normal blood pressure is actually 120 over 80. So unfortunately, during the pandemic, there's been about a 2-point change in the average blood pressure of both men and women.
The reasons for the increase in hypertension during the pandemic vary.
We've been more stressed out. People have been at home. They haven't been very active. People have been eating differently than they normally do. Not going to their regular doctor's appointments as they would normally to get screened. And then alcohol consumption has been on the rise, which has also contributed to elevated blood pressure levels.
Glover says contracting coronavirus caused changes in his lifestyle that led to hypertension.
When I had COVID, I was off for 2 weeks, and I pretty much stayed in the house, watched TV, ate, had DoorDash. I'm not getting that outside, air, not walking around.
The effects of high blood pressure are alarming.
You can end up with a stroke. You can end up with a heart attack. You're causing damage to your heart, which you don't want to happen.
Signs that you might have high blood pressure include blurry vision, headaches, and fatigue, but sometimes you don't have any symptoms at all.
So when you're running in the 120s to 130s, that's considered elevated blood pressure. Many people don't have symptoms in that range.
But the good news is that there are ways to bring your blood pressure down.
Diet, exercise, weight loss, staying active, reducing your stress, sleeping enough, reducing your alcohol. But then also you can be medicated if you need to be.
Glover used medication and lifestyle changes to get his blood pressure on the right track.
Don't be afraid to go to the doctor. It's better to know than not know.
In Southfield, Ingrid Kelly, Fox 2 News.